Jeanine and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a new supplement routine that I'm using called INNO Supps, and it's amazing, and I just wanted to go over the things that I'm taking from them and why, because I get a lot of requests from people. They want to know exactly what supplements I'm taking, and I have recently switched over to them almost exclusively, but I have been using them for over a year, some of the products. So I just wanted to go over the different things that I take and why, and let you guys know what I think, so stay tuned. So I will list everything that I'm talking about down in the description box, and I also have a discount code for INNO Supps. After I had been taking it for quite some time, I actually reached out to them and wanted to work with them. And if you know me, if you've been following me for a while, I don't work with supplement companies. I think this is only the second company that I've ever been affiliated with. The first one being Perfect Keto, which I still am affiliated with them, but I personally no longer am on the keto diet, so I don't take those supplements. But I'm very picky when it comes to supplements, and I'm really careful about what I recommend. I'm also really careful about being super clear about what the supplement actually does versus what the marketing of the supplement says it does. So first up, I want to talk about the very first supplement I started taking from INNO Supps, and this is what got me kind of even looking at them. I was having a hard time with sleep, and I tried so many different things, CBD, different sleeping type pills, and the ones that worked, I would become immune to over time. Or I would feel groggy in the morning. And until I found this one. This one is INNO Shred. It is from INNO Supps. And it had like everything I was looking for in a supplement in one pill. So it has, because my issue is not only falling asleep, it's staying asleep. Because if I wake up to go to the bathroom or my husband wakes me up, if I wake up, my racing hamsters start going, and then I can't go back to sleep. Sometimes it's hours before I go back to sleep. So I needed to solve two problems. I needed to be able to fall asleep to begin with. And number two, if I woke up, which happens often, I needed to be able to get back to sleep. So this particular supplement has in there, it has the melatonin, which gets me to fall asleep, and the tryptophan. So tryptophan is that ingredient that's in turkey and why everybody goes to sleep after Thanksgiving dinner. So it has those things. And it also has the ashwagandha and the valerian root that calms the racing thoughts. So if you wake up, it will not allow the hamsters to start spinning, so you'll be able to go back to sleep. The best part about it also has CLA, but the best part about it is you don't even really realize it's working. It doesn't make you feel groggy. You don't even think about the process of falling asleep. It just is like, it just happens. And if you wake up, you just go right back to sleep. You don't wake up groggy, which is my favorite part. I absolutely love it. And I've been taking this for about a year. You also don't get like immune to it. In fact, I feel like it became more effective over time. So it's not like, you know, a sleep aid where if you take, at first you take one, then you need two, then you need three. I've never had to do that. And honestly, it wasn't until times in the past year that I've run out that I realized how effective this supplement was. Because like I said, it just works, and you don't really even think about it until you stop taking it, and then suddenly you realize you have insomnia every day that you are out of your pills. So now I make sure I never run out. I do like a subscribe on this because this one is really, really important to me. But if you struggle with getting a deep, restful sleep, or the hamsters or the racing thoughts, I highly recommend INNO Shred. Okay. The next one is one that it was a surprise hit for me. I am not going to lie, you guys. It's called INNO Cleanse. And if you are not regular with bowel movements, I'm going to be completely clear. We're going to talk about poop right now, okay? So if you don't want to talk about poop, shut the channel off. But I'm going to be really candid about this topic because it's really important. If you are not regular or suspect that there has been times that you haven't been regular and things are kind of backing up, I highly recommend giving this supplement a shot. I've tried so many different types of supplements like this. Nothing has ever been as effective. And for me personally, I thought I was regular. You know, I was going once per day, but my situation is I back up whenever I travel. And unless I catch up from that backup, it just accumulates every time I travel. So for example, if I go on a trip and I'm gone for 4 days and I do not go, because that is a situation that I have all the time. I don't know why, but it is. If I don't go for 4 days and then I come home and I go back on a regular schedule of once per day, I'm still backed up from that 4 days. And so what happened to me recently was I went on 6 consecutive trips, like back-to-back weekends. And while I would return to my regular schedule when I came home, I didn't make up for the times that I did not go. So I started to back up significantly. I didn't even realize I was getting backed up, but I did. I was having an issue with like my lower stomach, and I just thought maybe I had a little bit of fat there to lose. It was like hard and poochy. And then I came across this supplement. I think I was restocking on the Night Shred. And so I came across this one and decided to give it a try. And basically you take 2 pills every night until it starts working. And then you can take it up to 14 nights. And then you have to give it a break. I didn't need to do that. I think I took it for 3, maybe 4 days on that at that time. But that's all. Definitely not more than 4 days. And it basically, I lost 3 pounds. I literally weighed myself before and then after, and it wasn't kind of like the water weight. It wasn't that kind. It's not that type of a cleanse. You don't get like diarrhea. I'm sorry, you guys, we'll have to talk about poop right now. You don't get like diarrhea. You just literally clean out, back up, and it's just very productive bowel movements. And so you're not losing water weight. You're losing what you see, and it's significant. And for me, from those trips, I had a significant backup, which made sense as to why I was kind of pooching out, and I lost 3 pounds. It didn't come back. That was, 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. It didn't come back. It wasn't like ghost weight or water weight or anything like that. It was actual waste. And now I'm just more careful. Like if I see that I'm starting to get backed up from whatever reason, maybe I forgot to take my digestive enzymes or ate a lot of protein or ate steak. When I eat red meat, I tend to have a harder time digesting. I maybe skip a bowel movement. If I skip a bowel movement for an entire day, I will take 2 of these the next day and then I'll get right back on track. But I haven't had to do like consecutive days after I did the initial cleanup, because I've been regular. So I just kind of monitor it now. And then for me, because of the type of person that I am in terms of travel, I know that every time I travel, I will have to come home and take this for a few days to get back on track. But if you suspect that you might not be regular, or if you've been struggling with regular bowel movements, or you have a high protein diet, I highly recommend this. Like I said, you guys, I have tried many different ones, X-Lax, Oxy powder. My experience with others is they give me diarrhea pains and then they make me have loose stools, but not productive stools, if that makes sense. So anyways, sorry guys. I know it's TMI, but it needs to be said. Not enough people talk about poop. Let's just be real. We have to just tell it like it is. I highly recommend the supplement if you suspect you might be backed up. Now, take it as directed. Don't abuse it. It's not to be taken if you had you ate too much and you're trying to poop it all out or something like that. Do not abuse something like this. This is something to be taken carefully, because these types of things can become addicting. And so I am aware of that, and I want to make sure that you use caution when using something like this. But if you use it as directed, it's very, very effective, and I highly recommend it. And 1 bottle is going to last you a really long time, because you're not going to need it very often, and you're not going to need to take it every day. You're not going to need to take it for 14 days. I highly recommend that, unless you have a severe digestive like backup poop problem, in which case you might want to see a doctor. But anyways, on to the next one. So this is the Thermogenic that I take from INNO Supps. I only take a Thermogenic when I am cutting. I'm not currently cutting, but when I am cutting, I take these. And why do I take these? Does it burn off my fat? Does it melt fat off my body? No, it doesn't, any of those things. But what it does do for me is curbs my appetite and increases my energy. So it's working on that caloric deficit, right? If it's curbing your appetite, it's making it easier for you to stay within your macros. And if it increases your energy, it's increasing your calorie burn. Maybe your cardio sessions are more effective, or you're more energetic throughout the day. So that is why I take it. Fat burners do not melt away fat. They don't do that, but they do help with appetite control and energy expenditure. This is a stimulant one, but they also have a stimulant-free one. I have not tried the stimulant-free one because I like stimulants, but it is nice that they have an option, because typically Thermogenics don't, they always have stimulants, and a lot of people are really sensitive to stimulants. But also in terms of when I am cutting, I take L-carnitine. This I take 2 in the morning because I don't want it to interfere with my sleep. This is stimulant free. It's basically like, also like a thermogenic. It ramps up your energy production and helps you have a more effective workout. And I take a capful before cardio sessions so that I have that, maximize that burn during cardio. I have to say, the jury used to be out for me on L-carnitine because I've tried other brands. This makes a significant impact that you can feel. It's stimulant free as well. I can't really put my finger on it. I sweat buckets when I take this stuff and I feel like I'm super energetic. And it's stimulant free. Haven't really figured out how that works, but it is. And I really like it. Like, I notice a significant difference when I take it versus when I don't. Now, that being said, it's actually a very inexpensive supplement as well. It's only like $27. But if you're not sure how you're going to feel about this, place any order with INNOSUPPS. What I've noticed is they always give a sample of this. So place an order and wait to get a sample to see if it's something you'd like, because you might not like the way it makes you feel. It does make me feel a little bit like I'm bouncing off the walls, which is crazy, but it does work though. It really does work. And it says right there, stimulant free. It's shocking. All right, and the last one that I'm currently taking from INNOSUPPS is Max Strength. This is their form of creatine. If you don't know what creatine is, you guys, creatine helps with your strength in the gym, in lifting weights. It's going to help you maximize your resistance training workouts. The key to muscle growth is putting your muscles through a good workout. And this pulls water into the muscles and really helps you maximize your workout, push out those last 3 reps, maybe increase your weight. It literally does exactly what it says, max strength. It does take some time to start working though. This is one of those supplements that you'll notice a difference maybe after a couple of weeks of using it. You'll start to notice your strength increase. But I did notice a difference. I do notice a difference with creatine versus without creatine. This particular one, the instructions are to take a scoop 30 minutes prior to a weightlifting session. So that's when I take it. This is something I take all the time when I'm lifting weights to really maximize my workouts. These Thermogenics, I only take when I'm cutting because I like to preserve my the effectiveness of this kind of thing, so that, you know, I might like get immune to the results of something like this if I take it too often. It's kind of like when you need a cleanse from caffeine because a cup of coffee no longer gives you energy. So that's why I'm careful. I don't like to use these types of supplements every day. Plus cost effectiveness. If you're not trying to lose weight, that's what I mean by cutting. You don't need to take something like this. So I don't unless I'm cutting. This I only take when I need it. And this I take every single night. This is on auto ship because I have to have my night shred. So I'm really loving these supplements. I do have a discount code with them. Like I said, you guys, I reached out to them. I get emails daily from supplement companies trying to, you know, get me to hop on board and become an athlete. And, you know, they offer all kinds of incentives. If I'm not into the supplements, I will not do that. I think that if you followed me for a while, you know this. I really like these supplements and I'm not afraid to stand behind them. I do have a code. It's Jeanine. And I will link all of this down in the description box along with how I take them. Interested to know what you guys think. Have you tried the cleanse? I know I've talked about the cleanse a lot on my Instagram. If you're not already following me on Instagram, give me a follow there. I've gotten a lot of great feedback, but I'm interested to know, have you tried it? What did you think? What was your experience? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and we will see you on the next one.